It's Monday, isn't it? Have I had a day today? I've been loading scrap from the other farm onto a trailer to take it back, like scrap that's probably been sat there under wooden benches and things since well before I was ever born or thought about. Yeah, horrible job. I've just come to see if my barley patches are growing, but I don't like to come in that much. Looks like it was nearly a waste of time from here. Oh no, it is coming. Let's have a little look. Just coming, isn't it? Like in little bits and bats. Is it going to fill in? Yeah, I think it's coming. Yeah, there's lots coming, little bits. It's right near the top. I hope the seed's not going to bust. That's the other thing with the water on it. It's got root structure, that. Is that a piece of seed that hasn't germinated? Where did that go? Huh. It is germinating, I think. It's just not shoved anything out yet. There's bits all over. Oh, this patch is looking better here. Maybe I was a bit stingy on the seed. Did I not bother with that then? Doesn't like I did. I didn't rake that, did I? This is better, isn't it? Look at that. Still going to be a while catching up, but it's very thick there. Looks like I could have even gone stronger with the seed rate than I had. You've got to think this is well ahead, though, isn't it? Yeah, these are better. These patches are coming. Someone was asking for a review on it. You can literally see where the bag sat and I dropped a lot more seed. Up the edges maybe I ain't got enough seed in places. It's coming down there. Yeah, it's all coming. Probably be too, when it grows, it'll probably be too heavy a seed rate, won't it? When it tillers out, like barley does. Anyway, I'm not walking all the way. Because I've got to some partridge to do. Yeah, I've got 8 partridge to do from Saturday. I would have done them yesterday, but one thing and another, I'd never got them done. We were busy, weren't we? So I'm gonna go. I need to get some fuel, and I'll do that. But there's another drama going on as well in relation to White Van Man at the mother-in-law's stables, and I've had my wife in. Bee's been in tears. Catherine's stressed out. Just like all over a guy not moving his van for a 10-minute period. It's really starting to make my blood boil, to be honest. But I don't know if the police are going to do anything or not. Just a ridiculous thing in this world we live in, isn't it? Yeah. Just see how things go, see what the police come back with. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think they're just as helpful as a chocolate fire guard, aren't they? So right, I'm going to go to the farm briefly and then hopefully head home and do these partridge at home. Unless I might do them at the farm, we'll see. See what happens. Right, I'm happy with my barley, there's the update. Noah's on washing. Ash is running around. They're fed up, trying to sweep the yard. It wants to rain on it again though. It's like, it is sweeping okay, but it's, mucky. A little bit of water on, and if it rained really hard now, it'd clean it. I'm just coming to look at these cows that were jabbed yesterday. Sounds like they've jabbed them again today. I want to make sure they're looking happier, because I'm worried about them, bless them. I think this one was it here. And if that is true, it were lifting, it were breathing heavy. Yeah, it is. It's looking under, it's swishing its tail now. It's keeping away from me because obviously we've upset it, injecting it for a couple of days, but we've made it 100% better. That was ill yesterday, and now it looks like it's well on the mend. So I'm over at moon. Is it going to have a poo or something? Is it just stretching or pooing, or what's it? One next to it's pooing, but don't know what it's doing. I'm not just being like a weirdo. Like if it's pooing and it looks good or bad or whatever, you can tell a lot by that. I'm guessing it hasn't eaten much over the last 24 hours, but it's definitely a lot better. It's happy, swishing its tail, which can be a sign of annoyance, but the rest of you are happy, aren't you? Yeah. Thanks, kids. I'm over at moon with that one. That's actually working. I once had it in some calves years ago. I had a bad batch of pneumonia go through the shed, and like out of the ones, if they were injected and they reacted to the injection within the like first few hours, they were fine. Anything that didn't react, like, went really downhill, and then we lost quite a few. But that's the beauty. That's not the beauty. That's the hard part of having young stock. Whereas here, it's all older stock. If we had young stock on this farm, talking like 6-month-old things or younger, they'd really struggle. Because of all the different cattle coming from different areas coming in, and they're obviously older cattle, and they'll like bring different sorts of colds and things, like kids going back to school, as you can imagine. But because they're older, they just ride it quite well. And I'm over the moon with that. Over the moon. It's made me happy. All Noah's doing is showing where holes and cracks are. I said that's getting bad, that one. We have to redo that one. There's a block here, isn't there, wants redoing. Right, so I've just got home. I am filling the sink with water with my water stones in. Is that right? Yeah, the water stone. For sharpening knives. Because my knives, I don't know if you can see this. Yes, you can, can't you? You see how jinked and bad that is. I'm just going to give this a run. Oh my god. This is being rough for them. That's really bad. It wants to take him right back. So I'll show you an after when I've done this. See if we can straighten out. And then I'm going to do my 8 partridge. I need some bags. And then I've got... Bees bought me some curry from Home Bargains. It's in bags. I'm going to do a batch cook curry with these partridge. Brown the partridge out with some onions, bit of garlic, sauce, in the cast iron pot, in the oven, let it cook, nicely slow cook. And then I can maybe have some tomorrow. I'm not going to have it tonight because she's got some batch cooked chicken tikka out. We love batch cooking. This last year we've just got into batch cooking. We've got loads of pasta bakes, things like that in. Does work well, especially when it's just 2 of you. Right, I'm going to have a coffee then. Well, they have to, they're porous, aren't they? So they have to take the water on. Yeah, they're bubbling now as they're sat there slowly. They're good, easy to do. It's very easy to do, sharpen your own knives. Set probably cost me, I don't know, 20, 30 quid or something. I've got three different, they're all different grades. You start with a coarser one and you work down to finer. That one, I think that white one's yeah, that's an 8,000 and a 3,000 stone. Whereas that one's a 400 and a 1,000, is it? Yeah, I do have a 200 and another one as well, but I'm going to skip that one out just for getting on with it today. Don't need that many stages. I'm no expert, but yeah, you can make your knife sharp quite easily. Dishwasher was the worst thing for blunting them. This is the setup in here. It's a bit messy, but I've got my tripod out. I might try and film with that. I don't know. But there's my 8 partridge. Bee's gone mad at me because I put it on the table, but there's mats there and there's paper. It'll be fine. There'll be odd feather about. Roger's excited. There's already a feather on the floor there. And we're going to get them done, aren't we? Yes? You helped retrieve them, didn't you? Now we're going to cook them. But you're not going to eat them. No. No. Come here then. Come here. No. Daft lad. Good boy. Stay there. You know not to bother him. If you're doing it right, you'll get this film. Come in, it's like dark film. You literally pull it on there. I think it's meant to be a 30-degree angle. Whatever works for you, really. It's something like that, I think. And you pull it back and just literally keep doing that until you'll get a lip on one side. If you feel like a burr on one side. You're meant to do the same strokes each side, keep it even. But then you're working that burr from one side to the other, with the finer and finer stones until there's hardly a burr there. And then you're meant to like use the back of you can use the back of a plate. Do I have a plate here? You know, like that part, the back of a plate, to just drag it over. Or you can use a leather strap or something like that, just to finish it off. Right, anyway, I'm going to get on with it. Here she is, 10 minutes later, is it? That'll just be bits of towel stuck on the blade. I'm trying to get in zoom. What's that bit there? It's not a dink, is it? Now there are bits of towel stuck on the blade. I need to wash the knife. I just wiped it on a towel. The blade is much better. You see the fibres of towel on there. So I'll give it a clean and then I'll undo my partridge. Right, I'll have to excuse the mess, but I think Roger's watching, isn't he? Partridge, so some should be bigger than others. They're just getting there now, getting lovely. Way I do it, I just want the breasts off them. So if it works better in pheasants. You're not meant to be there. If you pull the leg back, this one's leg's been bust, but it might work. There you go. I've exposed skin now, if you can see that. Then I'll get my thumb under the skin and both thumbs in. Have a rummage about, pull, and there I have two breasts I can cut out. You can clearly see where this one, a piece of shot's glazed it there and it's bruised there. But breastbone, nice sharp knife helps you not cut your fingers. Cut either side of the breastbone then, and I spin the knife round. I go up and along the wishbone, just at the top. And then they just have like normal ribs partridge. Ducks are really easy to do because they have like a big solid plate. But you're literally going in here then, and you're going to follow those ribs round. Just follow them round, keep cutting, keep following round, follow the line. There's like a separate bit of breast underneath, which I used to think it'd be the most tender bit, but it never seems to be. Cut right into the corner, chuck feathers off. Don't worry, you're going to cook it. Nothing has to be perfect. One breast, boom. The more you do, the stickier your fingers get, and the more the feathers will stick. I've just missed the wishbone there, so I need to get behind that. That's why you need a good sharp knife. Down the top of the wishbone. Follow the ribs again. That's two breasts. And then I'll chuck them out the door. No, I better not. I've already been shouted at by B because I'm doing it inside. Same again. Snap the leg. One side will go, that side's gone. Fingers under the skin, thumbs. And just peel that skin off. That is by far the easiest way to get to the breast meat. I'm not bothered about the skin on my partridge. That's beautiful French partridge breast meat. See what I mean? Feathers start sticking to me. I used to do this at the farm, like on a old dog kennel top. So this is pretty hygienic for me. My mum would have never let me do this in the house when I was younger. My dad used to gut birds in the house when he used to do full birds, and as a kid I used to think it was the most horrendous thing I've ever smelt, and I used to try and avoid the house for a while if my dad was doing pheasant. You don't really do so much now. I got a lot more into it when I went to uni, and so I went to Harper Adams University, and food was expensive, wasn't it? So you could have got hold of some pheasant and partridge to take back to uni with you when you came home. It was a great idea. We used to go back with sheep and all sorts, really, somehow. A friend of mine had some sheep. We used to get some of his sheep done and take them back to university. And all sorts of carrying on. Be lovely if you could do your own cows, really, but they are a bit of a challenge. This one looks like it's been mouthed a lot. If you do come across one that's gone green, not sure about this one. Smell's the best thing. Just smell it. It's okay. This one's been shot though, straight through the breast. Those were all pretty good. Odd bit of shot. This is took for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pellets straight through the breast and out the other side. So at least you can hope that they're not going to be inside it. But it'll be fine. If you cut it now, put it on your plate. If you're really worried, put it on a separate plate, and you can always trim bits off that you don't like the look of if you like that. But generally, this one will smell a little because something inside it'll have ruptured something, so its guts inside really. But it doesn't smell too bad for me to be put off. And Bee's not eating this either. She's not going to be eating any game for a bit. So this will all be for me. So I've only got myself to poison. But I'm not for wasting anything. I'll see how the rest come off. I've cut that a bit smaller because it looked a bit messy in the bottom. That's 3 done, is it? I got quite good at this. Oh God, this one. That is not worth doing. I don't know. That hasn't been a bird we've shot. That is a sickly bird that a dog's picked up. I didn't check him when I picked him up, did I? Because it had no breast meat on it whatsoever. That one to being able to fly. But generally, I just pick up what's there. You can pick through everything, but they all have to go somewhere. So I just grab a lump of them, to be honest. They're generally okay. That's one nice thing about the shoot at Barnborough. Well, all shoots really, now all shoots should be. Everything's getting used by... Well, it's getting used by the guns and the beaters there. Or people they know, which is a lovely way of doing it. Because it is a really good meat source, this. It isn't utilised enough in our country. Because of people's... Well, it'd be a lack of education, wouldn't it, really? On what it's like. I do give a lot away to people. Anyone who wants some, if anyone wants some partridge and you live near to me, I will more than happily leave you some partridge to pick up. I can get you as many as you want. It is a great food, English partridge. Anyone would like it. Pheasant is good, great as well. A little bit gamey, I'd say. English partridge rather than French partridge is a very strong taste, a very nice taste, but it's stronger. More of an acquired taste. Grouse, oh my God, I had grouse before, that was beautiful. But I think that all depends on young or old birds. How long we on? We on a timer? I don't know how many I've done. I've skipped one, haven't I, because it wasn't... So I'm only going to have 7 to do in the end. But it really doesn't have to take you long, especially if you've got a good knife. They're like, the wishbone's quite hidden on these partridge, so they are fleshing up nicely. There we go. Oh, see how my fingers get tacky with feathers? This is my biggest annoyance. It's stuck there. There's no point even trying to pull it off. Just try and have a go, keep going. Pull the feathers off when we've done. Like that. 2 more to do, I think. And I hardly made a mess yet. The hardest one to do, duck's hard to do like this, but you're better off keeping the skin on duck anyway. But if you have to do it, you have to like skin the duck if you're going to do it with the skin peeling back. Pheasant, you can do like this. There is also the way with pheasant where you can stand on the wings, isn't there, and you stand on the wings and pull the legs, and you're meant to end up with just the crown left, and I think the head pulls through or something like that. But I've done that many a time, and it all just go to pot, and you end up with an absolute mess. So I don't do it like that. It doesn't always work for me if I'm not doing it right or what, I don't know. But I once timed myself doing a load of pigeon. I did like 30 pigeon in like a ridiculous time. I got quite good at it. I'm saying I'm a bit out of practice now, really. Not done the amount I used to do, definitely. I used to do tons. Tons and tons of it. I've still a lot of geese to eat in the fridge as well, in the freezer, sorry. From last year. I haven't shot that many this year, have I? And everything I've shot this year I've given away. Because I knew I had so much in the freezer. And we didn't actually get the numbers I thought we were going to get. Last one, this is another one that has a little bit of a smell to it, but sometimes, maybe it's more in pheasant I get it, I don't know, you get like a greenish tinge up here, and if they're like that, just chuck them away. It's whatever, something inside them's bust and tainted the meat, and you don't want to be eating it. Oh, that's what I think. Some butcher might tell me something differently, but... Don't worry about shot, and if it's bruised, you know, a bit of blood there, don't worry about it. You can cut round it and trim it up before you cook it if you're that bothered. But you could cook it and eat it. It's not bad. It's not that bad. If you were starving, you would, wouldn't you? A bit of skin left there, look. Yes, I am rushing them as well, but I am only cutting this up for curry, so... What I don't know how to do actually, there is a couple of is it sinews, ligaments, whatever you want to call it. I'll try and show you. That one's a bit of a mess. Shot's gone through the top edge of that one. On the back meat, there's like a band, a cord, or whatever you want to call it. There, look. See the light bit up the middle of it? There's a way of getting them out, is it? Is it that you pull it and put your knife on it, or... I can't remember. Back of your knife, is it? Come in. Maybe. My hands are that slippy, I can't keep hold of it. That's just made a mess of my meat, hasn't it? But that bit's a bit chewy. You can't eat that bit. But generally, I'll just chew it and swallow it. I'm not that fussy. If it's for me. If it was for other people, I'd just pretend I must have got a bad bit. But yeah, that's it. That's done. That's 7 partridge done, isn't it? One's to bin, sadly, because it looks like it's been a poorly bird. I should have checked that when I was doing it. But that'll make a nice curry for me now, with some onion, garlic, and we'll go from there. Anyway, bit of a weird video today for you, I know, because I've been busy, pulled everywhere. I am now going to get that coffee that I was going to make 10 minutes ago and I've not bothered doing. And I will see you all tomorrow. And I'm promising B here really, I will tidy this up and it will all go in the bin. And I'll get my partridge curry cooking and I'll show you what it ends up like. But I'm going to literally simmer it in the oven for a couple of hours, I think, quite low, just like slow cook it and see how it works out. I've never done it in that big cast pan's new to me. There we go, a red onion and a white onion. Just high heat start with, get a bit of colour, let them sweat a bit for sort of 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'll put them in a glass bowl out of the way. And then I'll brown the meat quickly in the pan, which I'm going to cut up now. And then I'll add the sauce and everything, put it in the oven. I better turn the oven on I? Yeah, it can be in fan oven because it's got a lid on. Don't matter. We say 160, are we going for? 160. There's my partridge cut up. That's how much waste I've trimmed off. Mostly because the shots took some feathers in. So you just don't want feathers in it all. There's a small amount of waste I've cut off. That is not waste, is it? That was a good piece of meat that's fallen on it. Right, I'm going to get these in the bowl now and then brown that meat. I don't want it in here long. I want it just to be browned. And then I can let it cook in the oven then. Could have just chucked it clean in. It just gives that bit of colour to the meat though, doesn't it? Even though it's going to be covered in curry, so why does it really matter? Suppose it'll seal in moisture or something, I don't know. It's what I do. Saw someone do it once. There we go. That's all ready to go in now. I'm going to put that in the oven, lid on, and you'll have to watch tomorrow's video, see how it turns out. I bung that bit in before I actually left, because I might as well as an anti. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Please like and subscribe, and I'm not going to be cooking that much on my videos, don't worry.